We will be working on page 213 in this video. Emma bought a book on sale for $12.50. The regular price of the book was $16.99. How much money did she save? So the book was on sale. That means it was cheaper for $12.50. The regular price was $16.99. So that's how much you would have paid if it were not on sale. How much money did she save? So this is a subtraction problem. When we set this up, we always want to line up our place values so that our decimals line up, and then we subtract like normal, regrouping when necessary. And this one is pretty straightforward and requires no regrouping. So she saved $4.49. That's a great savings. Problem 2. What is 11/15 of 75? This one we're multiplying straight across. So 15 times 1 is just 15, and then 75 times 11. I'm going to choose to put 11 on the bottom, make it a little bit easier for me. Remember, order does not matter. Up. 825. Well, that is a improper fraction, so now I need to divide. And for that, I'm going to use another piece of paper. I don't have my graph paper on me, but I'm just going to use this lined piece here. It's just my scratch paper. 825 divided by 15. 15 can't go into 8, but it can go into 82. 15 times, I got to think about it. 15 times 5, I wonder what that would be. 75. 75 is very close to 82. If I go one more, it would be too much. I'm going to do some subtraction here. Don't forget to regroup when necessary. 12 minus 5. I'm going to subtract that and get 7. And then bring down the 5. Now I have to think about how many 15s are in 75. Well, we just did that one. That kind of works out really nicely for us. So, what is 11/15 of 75? It's 55. Orly had 3/4 of a gallon of paint. She spilled half the paint on the floor. How much paint did she spill? So she had 3/4, and she spilled half of that. So how much did she spill? It's a multiplication problem. So we're going to multiply straight across. She spilled 3/8 of a gallon of paint. And I know that's accurate because I started with 3/4, and then we lose about half of that. So it's going to get smaller, and 3/8 is less than 3/4. Now here we're going to subtract, but our first step is to find a common denominator. So list the multiples of 6 and 3. My common denominator is 6. So I only need to change 2/3. 3 times what is 2? Oh, sorry, 3 times what is 6? Well, that is 2. My brain's working too fast lately. So 2/3 is equivalent or the same as 4/6. So I'm going to substitute. So I have 5/6 minus 4/6, and I'm going to get 1/6. Now here, I have 1 3/8 minus 3/4. What I'm going to do with my mixed number first is convert it to improper. Whole number times denominator is 8 plus numerator is 11. 11/8 minus 3/4. I'm going to find a common denominator. I always start with a smaller denominator. Well, my least common multiple is 8 here. So I only need to change 3/4 times what gives me 8. 4 times 2 gives me 8. And so 6. So now I'm going to substitute. So where I see 3/4, I'm actually going to substitute it for 6/8 because that's the equivalent fraction. 11 minus 6 is 5. My denominator stays the same. Write 471 and 32 hundredths in expanded form and then in word form. I can use my back here to help me with expanded form. I'm going to write it with fractions instead of decimals just to kind of vary it a little bit for you. So 4 times 100 plus 7 times 10 plus 1 times 1 plus 3, the 3's in the tenths place, so 1 over 10 plus 2 times 1 over 100. Now in word form, that would be 471 for the decimal. We write the word and, then we say the word number 30, or write the number here, 32, and the place value of that 32 is in the hundredths place. Don't forget that TH at the end. Solve here. This one we're multiplying by powers of 10. I know when I multiply by a power of 10, my place value changes by one place value, gets bigger, or I can just move my decimal. So 10 to the power of 1 is 10, so I just move my decimal back one place. So 84, 8 and 4 tenths becomes 84. Now 10 to the power of 5 is 100,000. So I'm going to kind of write that one down here so I can make sure I move that correctly. 100,000 has 5 zeros, so I need to move my decimal 5 times. 1, 2. Now I'm going to annex some zeros. 3, 4, 5, right here. So that's 1, 2, 3 zeros and an 8 and a 4. So 84,000. Now I have 10 to the power of 2. And my decimal is right back here because it's a whole number. So I'm going to write that one here. 10 to the power of 2 is 100, which has 2 zeros. So I'm going to move my decimal a couple times. Once and then twice. Make sure we annex the zeros when needed. So 8,400. Then my last one is 8 and 4 tenths multiplied by 10 to the power of 3. 10 to the power of 3 is 1,000, which is 3 zeros. So I'm going to annex some zeros here. 1, 2, 3. 8,400 also. Uh-oh. Yes, that's right. I was second guessing myself because I was like, wait, these are the same products here, but they're the same because this was 84 and this was 8 and 4 tenths. We multiplied this one, 84 by 100, and 8 and 4 tenths by 1,000. That's how we got the same product.